June 10, 2025, Dallas, Texas. In a sweeping series of votes, Tuesday, the Southern Baptist Convention formally endorsed a national ban on same-sex marriage and called on lawmakers to reverse the 2015 Supreme Court decision that legalized it across the United States. The denomination also issued statements urging legislative action to restrict sports betting and to promote pro-natalist policies encouraging childbirth. The declarations came during the annual meeting of the Southern Baptist Convention, the largest Protestant denomination in the country, which brought more than 10,000 delegates, or messengers, to the Kay Bailey Hutchison Convention Center in Dallas. A resolution adopted without debate called on legislators to pass laws reflecting the truth of creation and natural law, and to oppose legal structures that contradict what God has made plain through nature and Scripture. Specifically, it advocated for the reversal of Obergefell versus Hodges, the landmark decision that made same-sex marriage legal nationwide. While the resolution itself does not enact a ban, it signals the convention's desire to see marriage legally defined as between one man and one woman. This year's annual meeting also advanced resolutions lamenting willful childlessness and promoting policies to encourage family growth, as well as curbs on pornography and gambling. These positions mark a continued rightward stance on social issues for the denomination, which has steadily moved toward fundamentalist leadership over the past several decades. However, the meeting was overshadowed by renewed criticism of the denomination's handling of sexual abuse within its ranks, and by the recent death of Jennifer Lyle, a former Southern Baptist publishing executive who publicly revealed in 2019 that she had been sexually abused by a seminary professor. Lyle, who passed away Saturday at the age of 47 after suffering multiple strokes, faced backlash and ostracization following her decision to come forward. "She paid a terrible price for speaking the truth," said Rachel Den Hollander, a prominent advocate for abuse survivors and Lyle's friend, in a statement online. Outside the convention center, two individuals stood vigil, holding signs bearing Lyle's image and that of Garrald Dwayne Rollins, another survivor who died earlier this spring. Rollins had accused influential Southern Baptist figure Paul Pressler of abuse. "I want people to know there are people who care," said Jonna Harris, a podcaster focused on abuse in evangelical spaces. "Survivors shouldn't have to be here to be heard." Despite promises made in 2022 to launch a national database tracking pastors credibly accused of sexual abuse, Executive Committee President Jeffrey York announced earlier this year that the convention is abandoning that plan. Instead, the focus will shift to referring churches to external offender databases and offering abuse prevention education. This is the latest instance of officials trailing out hollow words, impotent task forces, and phony dog and pony shows of reform, wrote Krista Brown, an abuse survivor and outspoken critic of the SBC leadership in Baptist News Global. Attendance at this year's meeting is significantly lower than in decades past, with 10,456 messengers participating, a sharp contrast to the more than 40,000 who attended the landmark 1985 gathering in Dallas, a moment that solidified the convention's hardline conservative leadership.